Hi, it's Grandpa here with another story for kids. The stories that we're going to tell you today, well, your mom or dad might not like it so much, so they don't need to actually stick around in the room. So you can tell them, ask them to leave the room, sit back, and enjoy the story.
Hi there, it's Grandpa here. We're here with another story. This one's about the Magic Toybox. If you don't know what a Magic Toybox is, listen to this story, and maybe by the end of the story, you want to get yourself a Magic Toybox. Here's the story. It starts off with the three brothers. A family had three brothers and a grandmother, and the grandmother liked to give presents to the brothers. She didn't spend much time playing with the brothers. She came over to visit once in a while, but almost all the time she wanted to give a present. This time she came over, and instead of presents, she had 3 envelopes, each with some money for each of the brothers. Big brother, middle brother, and little brother. She told them, the money in the envelopes is for buying a Lego. I'd like you to buy a Lego piece that you can play with, and when I come again in a few weeks, I'd like you to show me your Lego pieces. Okay, said the brothers. Grandma left. A couple days later, Papa and Mama took the 3 brothers to the store, the toy store, to buy their Lego. Big brother knew what he wanted right away. He walked over to the castle figures, the castle pieces, and beside the castle pieces was just the thing he'd been looking at for quite a while. A dragon. The dragon had flames coming out of its mouth and flaming arrows that would shoot out from the wings. Of course, the flames are made of plastic, but the dragon was like a Technic Lego, very complicated and difficult to put together. Just the thing brother wanted. Middle brother knew what he wanted too. He didn't want any castle Legos. He walked straight over to where the Star Wars Legos were, and he bought a pack of 24 Star Wars Stormtroopers with swords and laser shields and battle gear. He had lots of spaceships and other things from Star Wars, but he didn't have enough soldiers, stormtroopers, and characters. So he bought a 24 package of stormtroopers. Little brother knew what he wanted too. He walked straight over to where the Lego city was and picked out a fire engine. A fire engine? Said middle brother. You already have 3 fire engines. Yes, but I don't have this one, said little brother, and he put it in the basket. The 3 brothers went to the front of the store, gave the checkout lady their Legos, opened their envelopes, paid the money for the Legos, and went home with Papa and Mama. Right away, they started to play with their Legos. Brother started working on his Technic Dragon. It was going to take 1 or 2 hours at least to put it together. He was really looking forward to it. Middle brother opened his package of 24 stormtroopers and put them right in with his Star Wars exhibit in his room. He started playing Star Wars figures and he was preparing for a major battle. Very exciting. And little brother opened his and worked with Papa to finish his fire engine. It was a hook and ladder fire engine. So it had a truck at the front and a trailer at the back with a ladder that went really high. He was going to play with his other fire engines, and when Big Brother's dragon got too close, he'd have his fire engine ready to put out the fire. The special thing about this fire engine was it has a little tank and a little pump and a hose that went to the top of the ladder so he could actually spray water. So Big Brother maybe didn't know this, but when the fire came out of his dragon's mouth, little brother was going to go over with his fire engine and put the fire out. At least that's what he thought in his mind. They were all busily playing and constructing with their Legos when Mama called, "Dinner time!" They went down for dinner, and after dinner they asked, "Can we play with our Legos for 1 more hour?" "Okay," said Mama. "You can play 1 more hour, but after that we have to have our baths and get ready for bed. Tomorrow is church day, so everybody needs a bath and get clean, and we need to be in bed on time." Okay, and they all ran off upstairs. Big brother got there first, middle brother second, little brother third. And they got busy with their Legos. they all were playing in the same room. You see, upstairs they had a toy room. And in the toy room were all their toys and all their Legos. What they didn't know was there was a magic toy box in the corner of the room. You see, they had an Oma that gave money and a grandpa that was married to her, but they also had a grandpa and a grandma that came over and played with them. And a grandpa had come over maybe 1 week ago, and he had dropped off a toy box, and he told the boys that he'll call them one day and tell them what's inside, when they can open it. They didn't pay any attention because Oma came with the money. The toy box was soon forgotten. Ring, 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 ring. It's a telephone. Mama picked up the phone. It was Grandpa. I want to speak to 3 boys, please, said Grandpa. Boys, boys, it's Grandpa on the phone. Come down. We're busy with our Legos. Can we call them tomorrow on Sunday? Grandpa, can they call you back tomorrow? They're a little bit busy with their Legos. Oh, playing Legos, are they? Yeah, Oma gave them some money. The grandma gave them some money. And they went to the store today and bought new Lego toys. Oh, I see. And what did they get? Well, they have a dragon, some Star Wars stormtroopers, and a fire truck. I see. That sounds good. Well, why don't you just tell the boys that now is a good time for them to open the toy box? You see, it's a magic toy box, but don't tell them that. Just tell them to open a toy box and look inside. I'll call back tomorrow and find out what they think. Okay, said Mama. Bye-bye, Grandpa. Bye. Boys! What? Grandpa called. He says you can open your toy box. In fact, he says you should open your toy box and look inside. Today, he's going to call you tomorrow. Okay. Big Brother went over to the toy box, opened it. He couldn't believe what he saw. Inside, it looked like another world. There were no toys in there, and it was something like a mirror, but not quite. Maybe something like water in the bottom of the toy box that was very reflective, like a mirror. It looked like a mirror. He reached his hand toward it, and when he reached his hand toward it, something very strange happened with the reflection that he saw in the water. It reached toward him, and it looked like it asked him to come into the toy box. Hey guys, look at this. We're busy playing Lego. Well, bring your Lego over here. Let's look at this. Bring your Lego. The boys brought their Lego over, and they brought over the Technic dragon, and all 3 of them stood around the toy box and looked in. What they saw was amazing. They saw, in the reflection of the water in the bottom of the toy box, they saw the faces of 3 brothers, just like them. 3 boys. And the 3 boys were holding a dragon, some stormtroopers, and a fire engine. But the thing was, the brothers looked the same, but the dragon looked almost real. The fire engine, it looked like the lights were twinkling and the siren was going. And the stormtroopers, why, their sabers or laser weapons were glowing. Middle brother reached out. Wait, said Big Brother, don't touch. It was too late. He reached out, and as he reached, the reflection of the middle brother grabbed his hand and pulled him into the toy box. Help, said middle brother. Big Brother and little brother each grabbed a leg of middle brother to try and hold him back, but it was too strong, and they too got pulled into the toy box. Everybody got pulled into the bottom of the toy box like they were diving into a swimming pool. But it wasn't water, and they didn't get wet. They were in the toy box. Suddenly, just like that. 3 brothers were upstairs playing in the room. Now they were inside the toy box that Grandpa had made, and they're in the bottom of the toy box, but it looked like another world. They were standing up. There was no more reflection. There was no more upstairs. They weren't even in their house. They looked around. It looked like another world they were in. They were so shocked they dropped their Lego toys, but their Lego toys weren't Lego toys at all anymore. In fact, the dragon flew away, looking very much like a real dragon. The fire engine rushed off to a fire somewhere in the distance, sirens going, lights twinkling, and the stormtroopers had marched off in quick formation, running to some battle far away. "Well," said Big Brother, I don't know what to say. I don't know where we are. I know Grandpa made this toy box, and I know it looked strange when I looked at it, but now we're inside the toy box, all three of us. What are we going to do?" "I don't know," said Middle Brother. "Maybe we can all call, and Mama will come." "Help! Help! Help!" It didn't work. No sound went out of the toy box at all. It was as if they were just yelling inside of a paper sack, and no sounds would go out of that. "Help! Help!" After some time, they stopped yelling, and they sat down under the tree nearby. Yes, there was a tree there. It was like I said, it was another world. It was not just a room. It was a whole other world. As they sat under the tree, Middle Brother said, "It sure is hot. I need a drink." Little Brother said, "Hey, I think I hear a stream over there. Let's go over there." "I don't know," said Big Brother. Middle Brother said, "We need a drink. We're thirsty. It's hot." "All right, let's go down to the stream, but let's remember our way back. We have to be home on time to get washed up for church tomorrow. Otherwise, Mama's going to be mad." "Mama's going to be mad," said Middle Brother. "How could she be mad? She can't even find us. She'll be happy to see us if we ever get out of here." They marched off to the stream, got on their knees, and drank some water. Oh, how refreshing. That was so good. As they sat down on some rocks, they decided they have to think of a way to get back home. How would they do that? "Well, let's start by going back to the place where we came in," said Big Brother. "Good idea," said Middle Brother. But as they started down the path back to the spot where they were under the tree, "What's that noise?" It sounds like a flying dragon. It's getting closer. Suddenly there was fire and smoke in the sky above. "Ah! It's a dragon right above us. It looks like my Technic dragon, but it's much bigger, and it's come to life, and it's blowing real fire." "Watch out!" said Big Brother. "Watch out! It's got flaming arrows that can shoot. Hide under the tree, quick!" They hid under the tree. Inside the tree was a little bit of a cave in the stump, and they hid there as the dragon flew overhead. "I think he's flying away." "Oh, I hope so," said Big Brother. "I don't know what to do. Oh, man. Hey, look, here's a book," said Middle Brother. "It's a book of my stormtrooper instructions. How did that get here? But look, it's written in a funny language, and I can read it. It says that if we whistle 3 times and clap our hands, the stormtroopers will come and protect us from any enemy." "Wow. And here's another book," said Little Brother. It's my fire engine book. It says that if I stomp my feet 4 times and yell as loud as I can facing the sun, the fire engine will come with a tank full of water to put out any fire. Wow. Well, those are good things. In case the dragon comes back, at least we can have the stormtroopers protect us. "Yeah," said Little Brother. "And the fire engine can put out the fire." "I wouldn't be so sure about that," said Big Brother. "Maybe your fire engine can spray some water, but putting out a fire from a dragon's quite another thing. Anyway, we need to find our way home before the dragon comes, so we don't have to be protected." "Good idea," said Middle Brother. "Let's go back on the path and go back to where we were, the first tree. I bet if we sneak around the side of that tree or the back of it, there's got to be an entrance in the tree that takes us back to the toy box. I read about something like that in a book we had at school." "Hey, that's a good idea," said Big Brother. "Let's go." So the brothers got out from the tree stump where they were hiding, back on the path, started walking. They hadn't walked but 5 minutes when there was that mighty flapping of the wings. They could already feel the wind and smell the sulfur breath of the dragon before it even got close. "Oh no," said little brother, "here it comes. I don't know what to do. Let's run for the tree where we came from," said middle brother. They ran. The dragon heard it and turned around mid-flight. Blew his flames out. The tree tops where they were hiding before caught on fire. He was so angry, blowing so much fire. "We need the fire truck," said little brother. "Stomp, stomp, stomp. Rah! Help!" as he said as he's facing the east. "Not the east," said middle brother. "Face the sun. The sun is now in the south." "Wow, stomp, stomp, stomp. Wow! Help!" The dragon was furious. He heard the noise, turned again to come towards the brothers. At the same time, the brothers heard something else. Toot-ta, toot-ta, roar! The fire engine was coming. "Well, at least that's working," thought big brother. "Let's get the stormtrooper," said middle brother. Clap, clap, clap. Whistle, whistle, whistle. Clap, clap, clap. Stomp, stomp, stomp. He couldn't remember how to get the stormtroopers. Finally, he got it right. And then he heard in the distance, humpa, 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 marching of stormtroopers. But not only 24 stormtroopers. As they looked across the valley, he could see hundreds, maybe 1,000 stormtroopers coming down the hill to go across the stream to help them. They were coming, and they were at his command. He was the commander. "March faster," he said. They marched faster. "Run!" The stormtroopers started to run. Meanwhile, the dragon was circling. The trees were burning. The dragon was furious. He opened his nostrils wide, getting ready to blow a big fire. The tree where they were going to go to, where they came from, caught fire. Flap, flap. Oh my, what a bad situation. "Faster," said middle brother. The stormtroopers started to run as fast as they could. "Help," said little brother. The fire engine came, and was it not only one fire engine, but 10 fire engines with tanker trucks. Roar, toot-ta, toot-ta. They pulled up to the fellows ended up at the tree just as the fire trucks pulled up, and the stormtroopers were only 30 seconds behind. But the dragon was there, blowing fire in the sky, swirling his head back and forth. The fire trucks got right to work. They opened up their hook and ladder truck. They got their pumps going. The hoses were out, and they were spraying water so it looked like an upside-down rainstorm. So much water was going up into the sky. The dragon was getting wet, but his fire was blowing so hard that the water that was coming up was turned into steam, and the clouds started to form above his head. The dragon was flapping and blowing his fire and getting mad and furious at all the water coming up from the fire trucks. The fire trucks, of course, had a long hose going back to the stream, and so they could pump more and more and more water. And now look, here came 10 more fire trucks. "Wow," said little brother. "That's an exciting fire truck I got from the Lego store." "Shh," said big brother. "Tell them to pump their water faster." Little brother took charge of the fire department and told them what to do. "Spray this way, spray that way, make a circle of water. Do this, do that, faster, more water." Middle brother commanded his stormtroopers just as they arrived. "Up the trees, Eric, up the trees. Go and attack. Shoot your arrows, point your swords at the dragon." Meanwhile, big brother was looking furiously and quickly for the escape route, going round and round the tree, looking here and looking there, feeling everything on the tree, trying to find a magic door that opened. The dragon was closer, flapping his wings, but the water was making his wings wet, and he wasn't able to fly quite so good anymore. Also, so much water was up and so many clouds had formed that he was breathing in the water vapors, and the fire inside the dragon was slowly going down, so much so that he couldn't even breathe any fire anymore. "Oh," he snorted, but instead of fire coming out, something kind of like snow or smoky water spray came out. He was frustrated, and as the dragon was getting frustrated and working on his fire, the stormtroopers were up in a tree, cutting down the branches that were burning, standing at the top of the tree with their swords pointed up, ready to stab the dragon in case he would fall down. Little brother saw this, commanded a big gush of water to be sprayed all around the outside of where the dragon was madly flapping. The water went up above the dragon, and then fell back down so it landed on the dragon. More water! The big circle of water surrounded the dragon. The dragon was getting loaded with water. He was having trouble breathing. The stormtroopers were at the top of the tree with their laser swords and their spears and bows and arrows, shooting and waiting to kill the dragon as soon as he would get close enough. And big brother was at the bottom of that tree looking for the magic door. Hey, I think I found it! I think I found it! Oh, but it has a keyhole. I need a key. Where can I get a key from? Keys are always hidden under flower pots, said middle brother. Look under the flower pots. Sure, said big brother, but there are like 20 flower pots here. Just pick one and start looking. Big brother tipped the flower pot over with his back foot, accidentally as he backed away from the tree stump, knocked it over, and there was a golden key. He put the golden key in the side of the tree. The door opened by itself. A light shone out. Hey, guys, here, quick, come in! The dragon was having difficulty breathing, difficulty flying. The stormtroopers had shot so many arrows, it was falling on top of the tree, on top of the stormtroopers and the fire department. We're all going to get crushed by the dragon! Quick, get in the tree, said big brother. Shook, shook, shook. All three of the boys jumped in the back of the tree. As soon as the third one was in, he hit the red button on the wall. Slam! The tree door closed. Crash! There was a mighty thundering explosion right above their heads as the dragon fell down on the tree stump and on the stormtroopers and on the fire department. Such a mighty explosion, water splashing everywhere, stormtroopers falling out of the tree, trees breaking, burning branches, charred dragon. The inside of the dragon's heart was pierced, and, well, you know why dragons are blowing fire? They have a fire in their heart, and something like a molten lava came out of the dragon, flowed onto the ground. Instantly, all the trees in the forest started being put on fire. Even though the dragon couldn't blow fire, there was still lava in his heart. The lava would catch anything on fire that was made of wood, and so the whole forest started burning. The fire department had no chance. Their water tanks blew up, their tires were on fire. The fire department, all the firemen and the stormtroopers ran as fast as they could back from where they came, left their equipment behind. A smoldering heap of dragon with just ashes laying everywhere and flames bursting up here and there and lava flowing this way and that was all that was left in that magic space inside the toy box. But what happened to the fellas? Well, as soon as they entered the tree, pow, 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 there they were, standing outside the toy box, looking in, each of them holding their piece of Lego. Little brother had the fire engine, big brother had the dragon with the plastic flames, and middle brother had his 24-pack of stormtroopers. They couldn't believe it. They were just looking in, and at the bottom of the toy box, all that they could see was like a shiny metal, a reflection of themselves holding their Lego pieces. Middle brother said, "Did something just happen, or was I imagining it?" Big brother said, I think something happened because I think we nearly got killed down there. Yeah, said little brother. It was like this. A dragon was flying and the fire engines. My fire squadron were spraying the water, brought the dragon down, and middle brother stormtroopers killed it. And then there was a mighty explosion and we got out of there just in time. Yes, said big brother and middle brother. That's right. Maybe we should call Grandpa. Yeah, I think tomorrow we're going to call Grandpa and ask him about this magic toy box to see what else it can do. That was pretty magic. Hello, fellas, it's time for your bath. Oh, Time for a bath. Yeah, let's put away our Lego and close the toy box, and let's not open it till another day. Maybe first we'll talk to Grandpa to see what else can go on in the Magic Toy Box. At least we're safe. Yes, that's for sure. Let's go have a bath. I really feel like I need one. And then let's sleep and not talk about this to anybody. But maybe at church we can pray that we're safe the next time we go into the toy box. Good idea, said Big Brother and Little Brother. Let's go. And off they went. Never, ever have they been so happy to have a bath. They just wanted to wash off the dragon smell and the ashes, the sweat and the dirt and everything they picked up from inside the magic world at the bottom of the toy box. They ran downstairs, pulled their clothes off, and all three jumped in the tub together. Wow, said Mother. What's going on? Why you want to have a bath so fast? I don't understand. Oh, it's a long story. Let's just get washed, said Big Brother. Yeah, said Middle Brother. That's right, said Little Brother. We need to be washed now. Mother just looked puzzled and smiled. She washed the fellas. Off to bed they went. Ready for church and ready for calling Grandpa. Good night.
One last thing. Go down the bottom of the screen and click the thumbs up to show that you like the story. Thanks a lot. Have a great night.